Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the Standards Weekly Check-In. I'm Colin, behind the camera it's Heavy Metal Dylan.
Hello.
Today we're going to be getting into some staff picks, flipping through some new arrivals and recently priced records, and addressing the viewer questions at the end of the vid. As always, you see anything you like, hit the DMs on Instagram, give the shop a ring, or just cruise in. We're open 11 to 8, 7 days a week. Should we give the shirts another hype?
Sure.
It's still fresh. Check it out. No more green. The green is gone from this land, but we have a couple of the mustard yellows still, and I ordered a lot of the R2 shirts, so they'll be around for a minute. Still very fly. These I don't think are so summer specific. Let's get us some staff picks.
Yeah.
All right. I'll hit it first because I got a lot to talk about in a little bit of time. You ready?
Yes.
All right.
Go.
New Voivod. So goddamn good. I hadn't heard it since it came out on record, and it's amazing. Got the insert. Well, I think away with the Van de Graaff Generator T. That's like, if that doesn't sell you on the record, I don't know what will. Just a friggin' masterpiece. Beautiful. I love it. I guess it's a little bit more nothing face than like Dimension Hatros or Killing Technology. It's not as like ferocious, but geez, some of the chops and just the ideas they have, the vocals, it's all great. And then in very local news, very current news, we got the new Bent Blue in finally. I've been trying to get this record for a while now, and now we finally got it. New Bent Blue, one of my favorite local bands right now. Great. Also Conjureth, another killer local death metal band. Stoked to get their records in. Stoked to it's like one of my favorite things, you know, when there's local music we're stalking. That's stoked on.
I'm stoked on that one.
Yeah.
I'm stoked on both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stoked.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Dude, I could tell.
Yeah.
Anything else you're stoked on?
Well, let me talk about it.
Yes.
I'm stoked on these two records because they're not as sad as the next one I'm about to show, but this is Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers.
I've been bumped having a party. Is that one good?
Yeah, no, it's good.
I don't know that one.
It's very like
What year is it?
91.
Ooh, yeah.
So he's like at that point like just here's some
Chilling.
song. Yeah,
He is chilling.
Yeah. But if you want to get really sad boy for a minute, we got the first Modern Lovers reissue. But again, played this one all day. Same with those two, but this one mostly. And let me tell you, your brain starts to fry in the heat when you're listening to Hospital.
Yeah. I had that record yesterday and intentionally didn't play it because to me it's just such a heavy emotional album. But you know, beautiful, of course. But man, it's not exactly a party record all in. You know.
But I'm glad to see it like just a random reissue.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Yeah, geez, legendary. Flip through some records.
All right.
You seen this StoryMachines.net thing?
No.
You put in a title and a premise, and it gives you an AI-generated story. I thought we could do some today.
All right.
So it'll be a story about here. We'll see what the robot says.
It just, I guess, call it Standards of Record Store Day in the Life.
Okay, so the story title is A Day in the Life of a Record Store Clerk.
Okay.
You have to give it the first sentence.
How fast is this AI? Oh,
You ready for this?
pretty quick.
Let me tell you a story, Dylan.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Standards is a record store in Vista, California. It is small and old store with dusty shelves and a variety store feel. It is a popular store and is always crowded. The owner, Mrs. White, is a kind old woman. She is usually behind the counter, but on this particular day, she is out front ringing up a sale. As she rings up the sale, she chats with the customer. Hi, have you found what you're looking for? She asks. Yes, thank you, the customer replies. Is there anything I can help you find? Mrs. White asks. No, I think I'm good. Thank you, the customer replies. All right, have a nice day, Mrs. White says, and the customer leaves. Mrs. White turns to the next customer.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good story, right?
Yeah, the little owner is called Mrs. White.
It's a really boring story. I guess that's fitting.
I mean, the first part fits really well. Dusty Shelves Variety Store.
It is a filthy, nasty store filled with disgusting
stuff.
You want to give it another one?
You gotta make it up, bro.
Oh, you got this.
I'm burnt.
Okay, so the story title is The Fool is Burnt.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
First sentence is, a record store clerk is exhausted at the end of a hot day. Let's see what the robot says.
Okay.
A record store clerk is exhausted at the end of a hot day. He rests his head on the counter and falls asleep. When he wakes up, he sees a customer pick up a CD and put it in his backpack. The clerk wakes up and grabs the CD, but the customer is gone. The clerk scratches his head and wonders what he did. He realizes he put the CD in the customer's backpack. He looks around and doesn't see the customer. He checks the backpack and sees the CD. The clerk starts to cry and feels like a fool.
Hey, you know what?
He just predicts reality.
Yeah, I would cry after fucking imagining that someone was here, but then I stole the CD or something. I'm crying at the end of the story either way.
Yeah, this robot gets it.
Yeah.
Viewer questions. This is the part of the video where we answer questions left in last week's YouTube comments section. Leading off, Greg Hicks hitting with a doubleheader. He's asking if Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules are some of the best Sabbath records. And come on, we've been here before, Dylan, right?
Yeah.
The answer is hell to the yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hell to the yes?
Hell to the yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited right now.
Yes.
Okay, and he's the doubleheader. The second part is he's asking for the top 3 American Oi records. And let me tell you, there's no top 3. There's just one. There's just Stars and Stripes. That's the whole genre of American skinhead music is based on that one record. But I'll give a shout out to the first Cold as Life demo, which is probably a little more street punk than Oi proper, but still, I mean, these are real, what do they call it? Shallow waters here.
Yeah.
All right. And respect to Templars. So I don't listen to that often, but when I needle drop, it's always a good time. But I'd be faking the funk if I said, that I jam them all the time. And I like the YDL stuff. Their demos are pretty banging. But best advice is don't ever ask like guys into hardcore about Oi, because we're not good at it. We don't have a deep knowledge. But the second one is like, stick to the classics over the pond. I think you're much better off.
Yeah.
Alex K asking our favorite 10+ minute songs. I like this one. I got a real lazy answer.
Go on.
Sister Ray from Velvet Underground.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
So different.
I got a fun one though.
Oh, yes.
It's not really my favorite, but I just really enjoy that it exists.
Go on. I'm sure it's amazing.
I'm gonna fucking Al Stewart. He has a song called Love Chronicles.
Oh, okay.
It's like a side of a record, and he's just talking about all the sex he's ever had in his life. It's so uncomfortable to listen to. I love it. Good job, Al Stewart.
Yeah. Great job.
Good job. Those are my pitches. Dylan, what you got?
When I first heard that, the first thing that came to mind was "Still I'm Sad," but by Rainbow, but the live version specifically. Yeah. The live version, Dio was singing over it, and maybe that's why I like the live version more. Other than like maybe Peanut Butter Jelly Time, 10-hour loop, I can't think of a 10-minute song.
I think that's a good length because I think Station to Station qualifies from Bowie.
Okay.
That's a good one. And once you open the live app issue, like, okay, I'll have to go give you my top 3 dates of Dark Star from Grateful Dead and hit you with a number.
Yeah.
And we're, of course, just, as usual, just neglecting entire genres of music. Like, the fucking Suite 57 from Brahms.
Oh.
Banger.
Rush's La Vida Loca. La Via La Stranglio. I forget what it's called right now. I am so burnt, you guys.
Oh yeah, that is kind of that's like a deep cut Rush song.
Yeah, it's like the deeper cut instrumental song.
Hemispheres.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Oh yeah, and we'll close it with a positive note. Cliff Randolph is saying thanks for the shout out.
You're welcome, Cliff Randolph, 78.
Like a genius, he misspelled thanks. He's so fucking. If you have any questions you want to see answered on next week's video, leave a comment in the YouTube section below. We'll get to it next week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace.
Put it